Hasan Minhaj is blazing a whole new trail in the world of political and cultural commentary. He's smart, funny, witty, and bold. Some may say he's just straight up crazy for the stuff that he has the balls to say.
He tweets at 3 a.m. sober. Who is tweeting at 3 a.m. sober? Donald Trump, because it's 10 a.m. in Russia. Those are business hours.
What's happening, guys? I'm Leroy Kenton and welcome back to FTD Facts. Now, guys, if you think Hasan Minhaj is funny, leave a like on this video. Okay, so let's jump right in. I'm going to be sharing 10 surprising facts about Hasan Minhaj, starting off with some personal facts. So let's get into the basics right now. Hasan Minhaj, he was born on September 23rd, 1985, which makes his zodiac sign Libra. He was born in the United States, born in Davies, California to be exact, and he stands exactly at 6 feet tall. Hasan Minhaj is also married. He actually married his university sweetheart, Bina Patel. They have a daughter together, and according to the latest reports, Hasan Minhaj is sitting on a net worth of $3 million. However, I was searching this up and I found some sources that say that it's probably closer to the $4 million mark. Now let's talk about his show, Patriot Act. Okay, so it debuted on October 28th, 2018.
These were the best basketball players in the world. What is this guy's signature move? Axe evasion?
And it was given the green light for 32 episodes. The show really allows him to continue to utilize his major in political science. He also has a passion for featuring content that explores current political and cultural landscape of America as well as the world at large. So far, the show is a major success, impressing fans and critics. Like, the rating on IMDb, it's an 8.1, and Hasan just has a way with words that, like, you just get hooked when you start watching.
I'm a guy who has a job in Alberta whose livelihood's been threatened.
Okay, they want people to take oil workers seriously, and they thought the best way to do that was drop a male stripper down a chimney?
Sometimes it's not even what he says, it's just how he looks when he's saying it. He's a freaking legend.
A police officer is under investigation. Before making a statement, they can say, hey, can I look at the tape first?
Yes.
That's like cheating, though.
It can be.
Even in the NFL, when the refs are reviewing the tape, everyone in the stadium can also see the replay.
Yeah, that's not the case in policing.
Like most TV and movie personalities, Hasan too had people that inspired him growing up. He was inspired to get into comedy after watching Chris Rock's video in college. Hasan Minhaj was studying political science at UC Davis when he discovered stand-up comedy via Chris Rock's special, Never Scared.
Americans worship money, and we all go to the same church, the church at ATM. Everywhere you look, there's a new branch popping up, reminding you about how much money you got or how much money you don't got.
And that kicked off his experiments in local comedy, which led to him winning comedy competitions, booking TV gigs, and more. Comedy is a great way to share your views with the world and inspire change. Chris Rock, of course, is a master at that, so it would only be natural that the spark would be lit inside Hasan Minhaj also. This next fact has made Hasan Minhaj a target for a lot of criticism, specifically from the Muslim community. So he's been a complete public advocate for LGBT rights. He wrote a letter along with the academic Reza Aslan that encouraged Muslims to support the legalization of gay marriage as fellow members of minority communities in the United States of America. It's like if people want the right to practice their religion without discrimination, then they should also support the LGBT community, who is also considered a minority group, to also be free to express their sexuality and marry who they choose. Hasan and Reza had a lot to say about this, but there was one quote in particular that they wrote that stood out, and it says, "Bottom line is this: standing up for marginalized communities, even when you disagree with them, is not just the right thing to do, it's the Muslim thing to do as well." I touched on this before, but before he ventured into the world of comedy, Hasan went to school for political science, right? Hasan studied at the University of California, Davis, where he majored in political science before switching gears to comedy after seeing the Chris Rock comedy special Never Scared. So from there now, he began regular trips to San Francisco to perform stand-up comedy. We can only imagine where Hasan would have ended up if he didn't see that comedy special. Like, I still think he'd be probably doing something in the media somewhere, maybe writing for a major publication. But hey, I ain't complaining. I'm glad he took the comedy route because he gets to bring a new, fresh take on issues that can sometimes just seem either straight up boring or just way too far beyond the scope of change.
There are more black people in the Wu-Tang Clan, and it hasn't gotten better. In 2016, Caltech had a whopping 14 black students. Yay, progress.
Before he was on The Daily Show, he hosted his own YouTube show, but it was called The Truth with Hasan Minhaj. You can still find the videos, like they're still up on YouTube right now, you can search them. The Truth with Hasan Minhaj ran from the year 2012 to 2013, so not too long, and it was produced by a sketch group called Goatface Comedy. In the videos, Hasan would take on, you guessed it, political and social issues and break them down in a very digestible, easy to understand, as well as funny and entertaining way for the audience to enjoy.
Are you offended by me doing that? You should be. Now, if you don't know why I'm doing that, it's because 2 days ago, Ashton Kutcher decided to do a Pop Chips commercial, and it was extremely offensive.
Some of his favorite topics that he talked about was Ashton Kutcher wearing brown face for his infamous Pop Chips commercial.
White dude in brown face. Why?
As well as Miss America's first Indian American winner.
My girl, Nina Davaluri, became the first Indian American to win Miss America 2014. And like clockwork, the racist tweets came in. Arab wins Miss America, classic.
Did you know that he also was the voice of a video game character? Yeah, he voiced a character in the game Far Cry 4. The character he voiced was Rabi Ray Rana, and the character Rabi is a voice of Radio Free Kirat, the Golden Path's official propaganda radio station in the game.
You see all this hardware? I built it myself, man. I mean, you think Chotu helps? Come on, look at the guy. He's got body and mind dyslexia. The dude is practically worthless.
So for any of you who played Far Cry 4, did you even realize that it was Hasan's voice? Maybe you just made that connection now, I don't know, but let me know down below. Hasan Minhaj was also completely relentless in making it into the world of comedy. After winning Wild 94.9's Best Comic Standing competition, he began opening for famous comedians like Cat Williams, Pablo Francisco, as well as Gabriel Iglesias. These are guys who have massive followings, and if you want to be a professional comedian, you gotta go where the comedians are. This of course applies to any field in life, but Hasan did that and it ended up rewarding him big time. Like, he's a multi-millionaire and he's doing what he loves, as well as he's inspiring change and making a difference in America and in the world. He also has a personal connection with Trump's so-called Muslim ban. Hasan Minhaj, whose father immigrated to the United States from India, was born and raised, like I mentioned, in California, and he was raised Muslim. That said, it was no surprise that he's been outspoken in taking on issues like the Trump's travel ban. This is what Hasan Minhaj had to say to Comedy Central when they asked him if he felt any pressure as a Muslim with Trump as president. He said, "In regards to being Muslim, I think this is a huge opportunity to reach out and find allies. And the incredible thing is that from the Women's March to the travel ban, I've seen people of all communities coming together and standing up for one another. Trump is inadvertently forcing us to show him how great this country truly is, that we are better together than we are divided." When the news broke about the Muslim travel ban, Hasan Minhaj, he shared a personal story on The Daily Show about traveling into JFK Airport the weekend that the ban was put in place, and in true comedic style, he said this: "Usually being a Muslim at an airport sucks, but this weekend it was like I was The Weekend. Literally 3 white people ran up to me to thank me for being Muslim. So those are some facts about Hasan Minhaj, and before I wrap up this episode, I have a question for you guys. What do you think about Hasan Minhaj? Yeah, what are your thoughts about him? Do you like his comedy? Do you think he's a little bit too bold and blunt with some of his material? Let me know all your thoughts and comments down below. Before I go, here's another episode that I don't want you to miss. You can tap on it on your screen, or you can click its link down below. I'll have it also in the video description box. My social media links are also down below as well, so feel free to shoot me a message on Instagram. I respond most often over there. And show that subscribe button some love and ring that bell so you'll be notified of future episodes. Alright guys, it's been awesome, and I'll see you all in another episode.